Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the War of the Realms War Report Month 3. This will actually be the final War of the Realms War Report because we're only went for 3 months. So, how I'm going to do this is I'll start with War of the Realms number 5, finish off with War of the Realms number 5, then do all the remaining tie-ins, then 6 and Omega. So, in War of the Realms number 5, we basically catch up with we see more of Thor's plan within Yggdrasil, which is growing out of the sun. We also see various battles occurring on Earth. Including things such as the various agents of Wakanda taking liberating Antarctica from Roxxon. But it turns out that Malekith has got a has Freya and Odin prisoner, and at Stonehenge, and it set up a magical barrier around it so that only Thor can enter. Next up was War of the Realms Giant Man number 3. Scott Lang and his crew of size-changing heroes not freed Ymir, the first of the ice giants, rather than killed, as they were using, as he was imprisoned and being actually used by the frost giants. And they also ran afoul of a human collaborator, Moonstone. But yeah, they freed Ymir, which threw a wrench into Lo-Face's plans, and they also freed a bunch of his slaves, the slaves that were human slaves they had down, the frost giants had down there, including Cassie Lang. Next up, we got Journey into Mystery 4 and 5. 4, 5. Kate Bishop and her crew, while trying to pull off a Vegas heist, or perhaps it was Reno. That would actually not surprise me. Carson City. A casino heist in Carson City. They run afoul of all manner of villainous henchmen. During the scuffle, Ares manages to kidnap the child, and which led to issue 5, wherein Kate Bishop and her team go after Ares and the child. It also turns out that they've got allies now. The Henchmen from issue 4, the Skrulls from issue 2, the Wild West Ghost from issue 3. Yeah, all getting involved in the final battle against Malekith and his forces. Agents of Atlas 3 and 4. 3, 4. Amadeus Cho and the Agents of Atlas, man, the basics of it are that they managed to infiltrate Queen Cinder's camp and defeat her forces. Though she had her own plans to basically turn Earth itself into Muspelheim, regardless of the fact that she was allotted just Asia. Punisher War of the Realms. Frank gets his charges through the tunnel and his penal squad dies. Mostly at the hands of Malekith's forces, though one of them does die at the end by Frank's hand. Actually, I think two did altogether. Spider-Man and the League of Realms. Curse is freed of her. Curse is freed of her. Well, curse. Dealing a blow to Malekith and his forces. We also learn who it is in the curse armor. Yeah, it was just kind of, getting Curse out of the way. Uncanny X-Men. Okay, Uncanny X-Men number 3. Wolfsbane and Magic are managed to get free from Sabretooth, and Sunspot is killed in removing the the inhibitor collar that Magic is wearing, as he kills it and basically blows up and blows it up. But then Magic has there's a thing with Magic usually. There's always just where Magic items killing Magic people. Yeah, there's blowback. There's blowback. War Scrolls number 3. Daredevil managed to save the people that Malekith had kidnapped. Also, let's see. And you made some shurikens out of remnants of the Bifrost. Now this kind of leads it. This was actually something that kind of led into the events of League of Realms, as Daredevil reminded Curse of who she was before she became Curse. The Elf Lady Wazira. We also get a taste of how things are going in Latveria. And we also see Doom and his Doom bots fending off some of Malekith's forces. She-Hulk informs... and we also have a story in Svartalheim where She-Hulk apparently told Lady Freya that she and her son are dating, or that she and Thor are dating. As Guardians of the Galaxy number 10, they went after the War Angels. And Angela killed the leader of the War Angels and basically said, yeah, you guys are basically, I'm not taking her spot. And in fact, what's left of you should fend for yourselves and find your own way. During the battle, however, Executioner was once again killed. Only this time he managed to arrive in Valhalla. At least I think he did. Yeah, he did. And Avengers number 20 focuses on She-Hulk focuses largely on She-Hulk during the final battle. And we get bits and pieces of her helping out with Ulik in Australia, helping out in Antarctica, and in the final battle in Manhattan. Captain Marvel numbers 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Enchantress manages to trap Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange in each other's bodies. And so, after seeing a vision of the two of them defeating her, so figure, hey, why not just do the old switcheroo so that can't happen? It still happens, though. They still defeat Captain Marvel. And they work on learning. They have to learn. They both develop a newfound respect for one another. And you get the idea. Champions, number 6. The Champions ended up fighting a group of the Desir, warriors of who are actually the Desir are operatives of Hela. Enchantress has promised them, however, freedom and title if they do her bidding. And so the champions face off against the Desir, and they eventually win, which sends the Desir back to Hela, who's not pleased. Also, more important for the champions, not so important for the War of the Realms, Miss Marvel steps down as team leader. Deadpool 13 and 14. 13 and 14. Deadpool heads down to the land down under and helps deal with their troll problem. The first look he runs into is all cool. The idea of working, basically living in the totally not Lord of the Rings sets and being actual trolls on hand. But it turns out Ulik is like the Bob of, troll names. And that was Ulik. The Ulik that Deadpool worked with was Ulik the Conquerable, not Ulik the Unconquerable. In Thor number 14, we got ourselves a flashback to Thor's young days before he could wield Mjolnir, and seeing him being recruited into the League of Thors to take on Malekith. And we also get to see part of that fight wherein Thor from now, King Thor from the far future, young Thor from the far off past, and Jane Foster Thor all went to Stonehenge together and took on Malekith and his forces to save Odin and Freya. Then we got Venom number 15, where Venom, with his not symbiote, continued the fight against Jack-O-Lantern and won. Excuse me. But he won the battle again. He won, and he did part of the way he did so was by spreading around the not symbiote to others, and basically having an army behind him. Now we have the grand finale, War of the Realms, number 6, the final battle. Battles. We get another battle of the Thors against Malekith and Stonehenge, and then everyone else versus the Frost Giants in Manhattan. Queen Cinder is also dispatched by Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. That's pretty much, yeah, that would pretty much be it. Then War of the Realms Omega kind of was our aftermath issue. Was basically kind of it's not so important, but it's the okay. So here's some teasers for books we're going to be doing after this. Jane Foster is the new Valkyrie, as there are all the other Valkyrie are dead. Loki is Loki's the. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that in War of the Realms number 6. Loki was not dead, and in fact, after Lo-Fei swallowed the sword of the Bifrost, Loki cut his way out of his father's stomach, killing Lo-Fei. Punisher continued on his quest to make sure that they got the Frost Giant that killed most of a family in the beginning of his War of the Realms tie-in miniseries. Well, he's going after that. He's going after that. Plus, would appear Frost Giants have killed a bunch of others. So he's going on a rampage of Frost Giants. Yeah. And that is War of the Realms. Actually, really well done and well written, well thought out, quick and mercifully quickly done event miniseries. Anywho, that's all for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I put new content. Let me know what you thought of War of the Realms in the comments. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal are in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.